Loneliness. We talked about this on Friday and, in fact, caught up with Beyond Blue psychologist Dr. Luke Martin about some research that came out that shows nearly half of 18 to 24-year-olds are feeling lonely.
I think that social comparison that we all innately do, like how am I going compared to others, that's always been an issue. But I do think it has been flared through the advent of social media. I think with social media, it is very much a double-edged sword where we do have some harms that happen on these platforms. Conversely, for people who are feeling quite isolated in the offline world, you can find safe, supportive online communities, which, we hear from our Beyond Blue community all the time about how helpful those spaces have been. So it's very much a double-edged sword. I think in terms of how hard it is for people to reach out and make friends or start new conversations, I hear that all the time. And often my advice is focus on quality over quantity and take someone who's already in your orbit and see if you can just deepen that relationship a little bit by asking questions, sharing more of yourself, being curious about each other. That deepening of an existing connection is often an easier starting point than a clean slate and trying to introduce yourself to a stranger.
Deepening an existing connection. Some advice there from Dr. Luke Martin from Beyond Blue. One young Gold Coaster who is aiming to improve these loneliness statistics is Kai Kelly. 3 years ago, he set up the Sunset Crew. Good morning, Kai.
Morning.
I am so excited to find out more about the Sunset Crew. You are 20 years of age, so you fall right smack in the middle of that 18 to 24-year-old group that we were referring to. I've got to ask, why do you think so many young people are feeling lonely?
I think so many young people are feeling lonely because we are humans and social media doesn't allow us to acknowledge that. Social media is based on attention, it's based on highlights, it's based on only showing the good bits, and that's not life. That's not true to us. So we're lonely because we're not having conversations with those around us anymore. We're not opening up about how we feel, and we're not being honest with ourselves. And that's what ultimately leads to loneliness, in my opinion. And I heard that's exactly what Luke said as well. So yeah, I think we're lonely because we need to acknowledge that the human journey is not just snapshots, it is everything. We have emotions because we need to and we get to use all of them. And it's a beautiful thing when they get to be talked about and when a friendship creates safety to express those emotions. So
What a
I
wise
think
head
I
you
think
have on your shoulders, Kai Kelly. You have created a friend group, not a group online, but an actual in-person live friend group. You've got
yes.
300 members. So tell me all about the Sunset Crew.
Yeah, we have almost 400 members, and we started 3.5 years ago. We're using technology to create connection in person. So we're using social media to get off social media, which I love.
That's
Um,
it's incongruous as it may sound. I do understand what you're saying.
Absolutely. Well, I started Sunset Crew 3.5 years ago when I dropped out of high school and I was so anxious and so lonely. I thought I needed to change. I didn't know how I was going to make friends out of school. I didn't know how I was going to make friends at work. I honestly didn't know where to go. And the one thought I had was I can't go to a bar to make friends because I think that's a story that a lot of young people get told. But for me, I'm sober now, and that's not where I want to go and make friends. I want to go and make friends on a camping trip. I want to go and make friends exploring a new town. I want to go and make friends dancing or doing something I'm interested in. Sitting on the beach watching the sunset was my answer. So every week, every Wednesday, we've run 180 weeks in a row. Um, we started sitting on the beach at Burley Heads and inviting anyone to our session called We're All Humans, which means everyone was welcome. And the journey that that's taken me on, not only did I find some of the best friends in the world that I still have right now, but I have had an overfilling cup to help thousands of people connect from all over the world just by sitting on Burley, planting our yellow flag in the sand, and giving people permission and a space to be them and to talk about those emotions that come up and to disconnect from technology and reconnect with each other and acknowledge we're all humans. So,
All right. Now,
yeah,
there may be someone listening right now who might want to be part of the Sunset Crew. What do they have to do?
absolutely. If anyone wants to be part of Sunset Crew, they can go to join.sunsetcrew.com.au and or come and join us on a Wednesday at 5 p.m. in Burleigh. What we do now, we go on adventures every month. So we just got back from a camping trip with 15 strangers, all feeling like they're lifelong best friends. But next weekend, we're going line dancing. We're going to Crumman for a day trip. We're going to the Hoda markets to hang out, and we may head down to Broadwater. We have a WhatsApp community where we're always planning events and planning catch-ups and planning hikes and camping trips and time in nature. So join.sunsetcrew.com.au is where they go. They can sign up for $1, be a part of everything we do, try it out, and contribute to the community by being themselves.
So you've got nearly 400 members. So do they come to everything, or they just come when they need to come?
They come when they need to come. So we are running 25 events in October, or we will have run 25 events in October. And just this weekend, we had a surfing meetup in Greenmount. We had a meditation group meet up for the first time and do a meditation. We had a camping trip happen. And this week, people are going to go to trivia. People are going to go sit on the beach and play guitar. We're going to meet on Wednesday. We're going to Hoda for a movie premiere. We're going line dancing.
There's a lot of variety. Like people can pick and choose what they want. And so what age group do you cater for?
It's welcome to people from all walks of life. It's more of a open-mindedness thing. But if we're looking for the person that's ready to take action on their war against loneliness, because it is a serious issue, it takes work, and it's a brave thing to show up to an event. So we have humans from all walks of life, from 15 all the way through to 70, and everything in between, all the countries in between. But when you arrive, you're greeted with a smile, you're greeted with a high five or a hug, and you're welcomed into the community. We are very passionate about that.
I just have to remind myself that you are 20 years of age, Kai Kelly.
Yeah, definitely had something in the past life.
You're very much an old soul. But
I am.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I've been talking about things happening on the coast for many, many years, and this is the first time I've heard about the Sunset Crew. So if you've seen that yellow flag on the beach, now you'll know what it's all about.
Well, you'll have to come and join us.
I'll have to come and spend some time with the crew.
We've got the trifecta happening this weekend.
You do.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, I've always wanted to give line dancing a crack. Hey, look, thank you, Kai. I have to keep moving and get some news on the radio, but thank you
you can practice your
so
line
much.
dancing while you're moving. Thank you.
I appreciate Kai Kelly joining you there. Just some of the things that are going on in our very own backyard when it comes to combating the issue of loneliness. Just gone 7:30.